Ever since I was a kid, whenever I've been afraid or anxious or challenged by something in life, I always sang a song. And today, as an adult, whenever I'm afraid or anxious or challenged by something in life, I sing that same song. And that is the same song that Abu, the thief of Baghdad, sings whenever he's afraid or anxious or challenged by something in life. And it's always worked for me, as does the movie. This 1940 Alexander Korda production is one of the greatest fantasies ever put on film. It's an incredibly beautiful movie, and not just because of the brilliant production design by William Cameron Menzies, but also for the size of its heart. The production moved to Hollywood due to the war in Europe, and the film benefits greatly due to the superior technical facilities Hollywood had to offer. It won Oscars for cinematography, art direction, and special effects. By today's standards, the effects may seem dated, but they've lost none of their charm down through the years. It's not a question of how realistic they look, it's rather how they make you feel. And that's the point. There are moments in this film that still bring a tear to my eye, and that's just not nostalgia bait. Granted, some of that is inevitable when one reaches a certain age, but there's nothing wrong with that. The love story between Ahmad, the king of Baghdad, and the Sultan of Basra's daughter is, like most love stories, a rather tangled affair. Both John Justin and Jane Dupree are attractive enough, but their dialogue is more than a little overripe. But it's Jafar, the evil wizard, who is more convincing, as his jealousy and passion for the princess sets the story in motion. He's played by the great Conrad Veidt in a career-defining performance. But the real love story is the friendship between Abu the thief and Ahmad the deposed king. Abu is played by Indian actor Sabu, and it's his movie all the way. And the scenes between him and the genie are the true highlight of the film, especially when the genie takes him to the top of the world, where he must steal the all-knowing eye from the Temple of Light. The great American actor Rex Ingram plays the genie, and it's his most famous role. British actor and playwright Miles Malleson always seemed to be playing doddering old men, even as a young actor, and his Sultan of Basra is no exception. Miles, who also worked on the script, appears in many of my favorite movies, such as Kind Hearts and Coronets, Wee Geordie, and First Men in the Moon. Michael Powell was one of the many directors who helmed this movie. He later went on to form The Archers with Emmerich Pressburger. But for me, their films are a hit-and-miss affair. Sometimes the arrow hits dead center, and sometimes it's wide of the mark. But there's no denying their films are distinctly unique. Black Narcissus and The Red Shoes are both brilliant. A Matter of Life and Death flies high with me as well. Finally, at the end, when Jafar is defeated and Ahmad is restored to his rightful throne, he vows that Abu, the young thief, will be sent to the finest schools and become a prince in his own right. But Abu was having none of that. At the end, he flies away on a magic carpet seeking fun and adventure. And whenever I watch The Thief of Baghdad, I float away on the magic carpet of childhood. There have been many versions of this time-honored tale, but this is the thief that steals my heart and sings to my soul. So, if you're afraid and feeling anxious about current events, watch the movie and sing that song. It just might make you feel better. See you around the campus.